In this activity, I will demonstrate how to create and configure decision and message elements and the email service for the BoomiFlow employee app. Now on the BoomiFlow build canvas, we're going to click on the submit outcome here. And when we do that, we should see a bright green box. And if we press the delete key on our keyboard, we're going to delete this outcome. So just click on the red delete button. And then I'm just going to move this thank you step element out of the way. And next, I'm going to bring a decision element to the canvas to the right of our operator. And then in the name text box, we're going to enter the text check corporate credit card ? And then we're going to click on save decision. Then we're going to locate the message element and place it below our decision element. And in the name text box here, we're going to enter the text send email to requester : corporate credit card. And then we can click on save message. Then I'm going to hover over the generate unique ID operator element and create an outcome to my decision element. So I'm going to enter the text corporate credit card ? And then click on save outcome. Then I'm going to click on the home tab to return to our home tab, and we're going to create a service. So here you'll see the services icon. We're going to click on that. And we're going to create an email service here. So we're going to click on install service. In the name text box, I'm going to enter the information Gmail service : boomiflowtraining@gmail.com. And then in the URL for the service, I'm going to enter https://services-staging.com/API/email/1. And then once I've entered that URL here, I'm going to click on the continue button. And now I'm going to create some values for my email service. First, I'm going to click on the selector create a new value for the password. And we're going to create a new value. And so this is going to be a Gmail service, and we're going to say boomiflowtraining@gmail.com : I'm going to put password here. And then in the default value text box, I'm going to enter capital B OOMI, capital F LOW1. So that's the password to access the BoomiFlow Training Gmail account. Then I'm going to click on save. And then next, I'm going to click on select or create a new value for port. And then create a new value here. And I'm just going to place the word port here at the end of this name. And then in the default value box, I'm going to put the number 587. Click on save. And then next I will click on select or create a new value for host. And we're going to create a new value. And I'm going to name this with the host. And in the default value, I'm going to put in smtp.gmail.com. And then click on save. Then I'm going to click on select or create a new value for transport. And then click on create a new value. And I'm going to name this transport. And then in the default value text box, I'm going to enter the letters TLS. And then click on save. And then last, I'm going to click on select or create a new value for username. And then create a new value. Here I'm going to put username. And then in the default value text box, I'm just going to enter boomiflowtraining@gmail.com. And then click on save. So now that we've entered our password, port, host, transport, and username, we're finished setting up our email service. All we need to do is click on Continue. And here we can see the service has been installed successfully. So we can click on Back to Services. And then here you can see the service is now installed here. So we're going to click on our BoomiFlow Employee App tab to return to the canvas. And now that that service is associated with our tenant, we just need to bring it into our flow. So we're going to click on the Shared Elements icon. And then here we're going to click on Services. And we don't see any services associated with our flow right now, so we're going to click on Import Existing. And we're going to import this Gmail service. So now when I click on Services, I now have my Gmail service associated with my flow. So everything here is set up with our shared elements. So we're going to close. Now I'm going to open the Send Email to Requester message element for the corporate credit card here. I'm going to do that by double clicking on it. And then I'm going to click on plus new message action. For this drop down, I'm going to select the Gmail service. Then we're going to select a Send Email Simple. Then I'm going to click on Select or Create a New Value for the body. And then I'm going to create a new value here. So in the name text box, I'm going to enter Send Email to Requester, corporate credit card, body. And then we're going to leave this value as a content value. Then in the default text box, I'm going to enter the word hello, space, and then insert a value. And here I want to insert our first name string value. And then place a comma after that. And then use the return or enter key to drop down a line. And I'm going to enter your request for a corporate credit card has been successfully submitted, period. Please allow 7 to 10 business days for your card to arrive. And then after entering that, I'm going to drop down another line and enter the text, please use your unique ID, and then I'm going to insert a value. So this is going to be the unique ID, so I'm going to search for ID. Here we have our unique ID string. I'm going to press the space bar and then enter as reference to check the status of your request. Come down another line, enter thank you, comma, and then Dell Boomi. And then we can click on Save. So there we've just created the body of our email. Next, we'll click on the Select or Create a New Value for From. Here we're going to select our boomiflowtraining@gmail.com username. So that's where our email message is going to be coming from. Then we'll click on Select or Create a New Value for the subject. And here we're going to create a new value. And in the subject, we're going to put Send Email to Requester, corporate credit card, subject. And then in the default value text box, we're going to enter corporate credit card, request submitted, and then click on Save. So that will be the subject line of the email that's sent out. Then we're going to click on Select or Create a New Value for 2. Here we're going to select our email string value. And then this is how our input should appear for our email message. And we can just click on Apply Message Action. Next, we're going to click on Save Message. Now we want to hover over our decision element and create an outcome from our decision element to our message element. And in the name text box, we're going to write corporate credit card, yes. Then we're going to click on the Create Business Rules button. And here we see the business rules window. So here we're going to click on the green new rule button and then select or create a new value. And then we're going to select our corporate credit card Boolean value. And then hover over this drop down arrow and click on the equal sign. And then we're going to select or create a new value. And here we want to use our $true system Boolean value. And so we're saying that if the corporate credit card is true, then the email message will be sent to the user. Then we'll click on Save. Then click on Save Outcome. And now we've created our outcome between our decision element and our message element. Next, we're going to place a step element below our message element. So come over here and drag a step element and placing it below our message element. And then for the name of this step element, I'm going to put in corporate credit card : request submitted. And then in the content editor, I'm going to enter the word hello, space, and then insert a value. It's going to be our first name value. And then I'll put a comma and move down a line. Enter, you have successfully submitted your request for a corporate credit card. Move down a line, type in thank you. And then another line down, best, another line, Dell Boomi. And then we can save the step. Then I'm going to create an outcome from my message element to my step element. And I'm going to name this display confirmation. And then I can click on Save Outcome. And then that brings us to the end of Activity 12. Now, please take approximately 30 minutes to complete Activity 12 using your activity guide and referencing pages 87 through 95.